Hello, and welcome to episode 7 of Super GURPS, because we never came up with a better name. Hey guys, how's it going? A small announcement. First of all, there's a kitty. Kitty! And also, Carrie she's got the ick. She's got the vid.
Got the plague.
Yeah, so she's had some soup, and she's agreed to come on and play with us. So we thank her for her bravery in these troubling viral times. All right, Todd.
I may just be a little half asleep today.
Hey, man. Okay. I got no excuse. All right, Todd. Go. Do your thing.
All right. Welcome to another exciting episode of Super GURPS. As we begin, the camera pans to the open sea. There's a storm a brewing. Dark clouds on the horizon, rain falling down. Off in the distance, you see a flash of lightning, and then crack-pow. The camera moves, and you see in the distance something is sticking up out of the ocean. You get closer, and you realize it's a structure. It's a building. It looks like there's a helicopter pad on the top of it. There's all kinds of advanced technological doohickeys and everything. And it's very fancy. And then, crashing through the sky like a shooting star. What is that? Is that a meteorite? Is it an alien ship part crashing to the ground, bringing more superpowers with it? No, it's a person. You recognize, the audience, recognize Astronova, the superhero from Team Bravo, aka Team Justice, who is able to fly into outer space without a spacesuit. She does have a super suit. That's different. But she is falling. She's careening. She's falling. She crashes into the water near the structure, but she's in the sea. Is she conscious? Who knows? A text message to Sunny says, "Can't talk now. Under attack. SOS. Dun dun dun."
Where is Sunny when she gets that text?
Where does Sunny want to be when she gets that text? Tell me where you would be at this moment.
I'm going to say that anywhere. We're all like in the room together,
Yeah, I feel like
about everything that's going on. So I get that text. I'm like, oh my gosh, guys, SOS, Astronova has. She just texted me something happened. She's under attack. Can I click the find my phone, like see if she has location turned on, location sharing?
Usually that would not work because she has not entrusted you with that ordinarily, but it's as if the last thing she did was to turn that on because she knew she needed help. She knew.
But you're falling through the atmosphere. What am I doing? I'm rifling through the fucking options menus on my iPhone to try and find where do I yeah.
Drop a pin right now.
Yes. If you are afraid that you're about to pass out in the middle of nowhere and you want somebody to find you, you might just open up your tracking on your cell phone.
She's already texting. Okay. So, yeah, I'm like, guys, we gotta go. See, here, we gotta go.
Nice. So let's go.
I put down the cards that we're playing with, and I'm like, thank God, because this Settlers Can thing, I do not understand.
Okay, well, the show's over, everybody. This has been fun. Goodness. No bad-mouthing Settlers of Catan.
You don't understand it because little by little, every night I've taken some of the pieces and flushed them down the toilet. So in the hopes of one day making the game utterly unplayable. Where's the bandit? No one knows. Who's got it? No one knows.
I'll play it in my mind if I have to.
You'll have to.
Yeah, apparently nobody wants to play. Anyway, we're off topic.
This got surprisingly strong feelings on the topic.
Yeah,
of
it's
settlers.
a whole thing.
It's a whole thing.
It's a whole thing. Okay. So we need to go find the commander because we'll need transport. We don't. None of us. I mean, I can. Wait, I can fly. I was about to say none of us could fly. Obviously, I can fly, and I could do that. But like, we should go see the commander, right?
Can we just like message her?
What, the commander? Yeah. We should definitely contact the commander.
Yeah, I'll call her. So
Go for Zhao.
Astronova's in trouble. She texted me SOS and she shared her location with me. She said she's under attack and it looks like she's in the middle of the water.
Did you get any idea? Did you get any information about what secret thing she was running off and doing?
No, like literally, I just got this text and I can't read it off to you because I'm on the phone. But yeah, she literally just said SOS. Okay. She's under attack. She can't talk.
Okay. What do you need?
We need to get to her. We need to help her.
Okay, get to the launch pad. I'll get a chopper ready for you.
Okay. I'm already out the door running.
Yeah, I imagine we were doing this
while we were running along behind me.
On the way.
Yeah.
As you're running down the hallway, heading towards the elevator that takes you to the top where the helicopter pad is, Captain Awesome suddenly zooms in front of you and says, "Hey, where is everybody off to in such a hurry?"
There's free ice cream back behind us. You should go back that way.
Why would you be running away from free ice cream? That doesn't make any sense.
Lactose intolerance. How insensitive of you.
We're all lactose intolerant.
I can tell by the way your pupils are dilating or some crap that is a lie.
You killed Joe.
Well, and Joe's trying to laugh very carefully so he doesn't accidentally bump anything that'll break all his equipment again.
Joe's literally crying with that.
He is. Oh my gosh.
Joe's microphone wire is being held together by two ants who are relaying the messages, holding hands. Oh, that's great.
Okay, all right. Yeah, but so Barrier is incapacitated by this lie.
I want to use fast talk.
Captain Awesome doesn't believe us.
All right. Well, we're gonna get some fast talk action here. Go ahead and roll your fasty talkie.
Me? I'm rolling something.
No,
Kel.
Oh, okay.
I got a 1 and a 2 and a 3.
Oh
my goodness.
My fast talk is a 16.
So that's a success by like 20?
Yeah.
Almost as much as you can have a success by.
I mean, pretty much. That's a really good roll.
All right.
If it's by more than 10, it's a critical. If it's 10 or more, critical.
Okay, so that's a 6. So yeah, it's 10. It's a success by 10.
Well, okay, so
I'm taking a photo.
It's gonna work, but what is it that you say?
I've already said it. I don't know if you heard.
Oh, the lactose.
We're all lactose intolerant. We have explosive diarrhea. Get out of our way. Gross. What's wrong with you? Why do you want to be here for this? What's wrong with you? Awesome guy.
I mean, I feel like that's a ridiculous thing to say, but you did roll a critical success. So
I don't know why you don't think that
ridiculous that it goes all the way back around and is believable.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. It's farting as she said it.
Yeah.
Why would you lie about something like that?
No one wants to be around people who have explosive diarrhea.
He looks at you all and then he says, "You guys aren't worth my time." When he zooms off.
Good. We hate him.
Good. Awesome. We zoom in the direction of the helipad.
All right. When you get up to the helipad, true to her word, Zhao has got a chopper on the pad. There's a pilot. Doors open. The little thingamajigs that make it go up are spinning.
The rotor blades.
You mean the blades?
The blades.
Yep,
Yes, the rotor blades.
Yep, the rotor blades.
They're
on a helicopter.
Sometimes I can't think of words. Okay. The rotor blades are already spinning. It's good. It's good to go.
So Lorelei is like, she's got the point. She's got the map.
Yeah, I hop in the front seat next to the pilot.
Shoving Sunny in the direction of the pilot.
Yeah, I hop in the front seat next to the pilot and I show them my phone.
All right. He as you all get in, he starts taking off and he says, "All right, give me directions."
That way.
Okay. And he starts flying in the direction that you've indicated. And after a few minutes,
I turn it on so Siri will give him directions. Yeah. Like, turn left up here.
Super ways.
After a few minutes, she wasn't far off from the tower. She was obviously trying to get back to GURPS command, but a few minutes away, he gets a ping on his little device, a little radar in front of him, and he says, "Okay, I'm detecting her in the water, but there's something else. There's something flying around out here. It's too small to be another helicopter or a plane. Maybe it's a drone? I don't know what it is." And then from in front of the helicopter, a laser shoots by and whizzes right past the helicopter. And he says, okay. We're under fire.
Lorelei, you might want to turn into a raven now.
Yeah, Lorelei immediately turns into a raven and hops out of the plane and flies underneath the rotor blades because she's not totally stupid. And has a good look round to see if she can identify what is going on. The raven has an observation skill.
All right. Make a roll and subtract 2 from the target because the storm is limiting visibility.
Okay, so I got a 10. My observation is a 15. So yeah, I still succeed.
Big success. Your incredible raven eyeballs see off in the distance in front of you what looks like a humanoid shape, like a person flying, but they're covered in some kind of technology. It's as if they're wearing... it's hard for me to describe this because nobody has ever done this before in the history of comics or movies. But if you could imagine some kind of a suit of technology with like jets in the boots, and it's they're flying a flying suited person.
Does it look like a real asshole billionaire made it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
a hot asshole, but a real asshole billionaire.
That seems subjective. I won't speak on that point.
Sure.
Okay. I see. Is Sunny making contact with Lorelei to?
Yes.
Because we do our little telepathy thing.
Yes, I'll do my little telepathy and be like, "What do you see? What do you see?"
Can I do? I can't remember how this works. Do I need to be close to you? I can't remember. Because you can speak to
understand you, but I don't think you can telepathically communicate.
Yeah, I think I have to. I think she can speak Raven, right?
Oh, that's true.
Yeah,
that's true.
Okay.
I just have to speak with animals.
It's all right. It's fine. I was just trying to remind myself of what happened. So I think I swoop back into the plane and make a series of cawing noises at Sunny that appraises her of the situation. So this is a brief pause.
I translate to everyone.
Whilst Raven is translated.
So what exactly do you say to them, Raven?
Well, so I say that there's a humanoid person with some kind of suit on.
There's a man of iron.
A man of iron of some description.
What a ridiculous name that would be.
What a ridiculous name that would be. There's some kind of person in a suit who seems to be very well armed above her.
All right, he says, okay, hold on. We got incoming fire. And he turns the helicopter hard to the left, and you see a missile streaks past, almost hitting the chopper. And if anyone looks behind you, you see the missile turning around and coming around again. And he says, it's still on us. Hold on. And he starts turning the helicopter banking hard to the left. Planes don't do port and starboard, do they? They just do like left and right, up and down.
I don't know.
Yeah,
Well, maybe in this they do.
He says, I'm turning the helicopter hard to blick, which is airplane speak for the left.
While this is happening, I'm going to quickly text message Commander Zhao everything that we're seeing.
Fast can your little fingers
selfie.
fly on your texting machine?
I'm taking a selfie with it.
Oh, good grief.
Can I see, like, is there there's an open door, I'm assuming, that I can, like, so can I fire a blast at him?
Yes, you can.
Awesome.
Roll for attack. And take a -2 to your target number for the difficulty seen in the storm.
Ooh, that is, I think, going to be a 12. Let's see what I can do with.
It is a 6.
There is a shirtless man behind you, Joe.
Yeah, you were on camera, my love. Oh, so sorry. Hi.
Hi.
Oh, hold on. So I hit a 6. I'm gonna mute myself.
Okay.
I will be back in a second.
Okay.
Okay.
Oh,
Some
boy.
kind of
Okay,
domestic arrangement is
well,
apparently
that's
what goes have.
This has been the most professional stream we have ever
Yeah,
had.
we're doing really, really well today.
We're so focused, too.
2 thumbs up, no notes.
Yeah.
Okay, I believe.
We hope that Joe's husband gets well soon because he also has COVID.
Yes.
So,
Yeah.
you know.
Yeah. Okay, so I believe he said he got a 6.
He said he got a 6.
Yeah, so that is a hit. So you see the armored figure in the distance that's flying suddenly struck by a bolt of energy from barrier. Joe, if you want to roll some damage.
And
You're still on mute.
That would be 11.
11. Wow, barrier is strong. Okay, barrier. You strike him for 11 damage, and with specifically your eyes, you're able to recognize that the suited figure is surrounded by some sort of an energy barrier. It's not exactly the kind of barriers that you create, but it's similar. It's a similar idea. So the damage went to the barrier, but not to the person specifically. You did, however, cause the barrier to fail, and so the figure is now unprotected.
So I shout back, I got him, but just his force field.
Okay, so I lean out the other door, and I raise my hand out. Can I detect if there's any kind of silica-based glass component of his suit now that the barrier's gone?
The suit would have very tiny pieces of glass. It is mostly metals and advanced plastic polymers.
Okay.
But there would be little shards of glass used in some of the optical cabling that is inside the suit.
Can I see that he has there's an eye, like a place where the eyes are going to be?
The eyes are fully covered, but there's you can tell where they would be.
Okay.
There's a visor camera view screen type of thing in front of the eyes.
Okay. Do I think that visor probably isn't solid metal?
Yes, you do.
Okay. So I take out some of my marbles, and I want to direct some little shrapnels, some little Ninja Star style glasses directly at his eyes.
Nice. Roll an attack roll with a -2 to your target number because of the difficulty visibating in the seeing in the storm.
Okay. Okay. That is 8, 9. Where's my ranged attack? Oh, that would just be telekinesis, right?
Yes.
Okay.
For your glass.
So I have a 14, so that in telekinesis, so I would be now a 12 in telekinesis, and I rolled a 4 and 4. I rolled a 9. So success by 3.
Nice. Okay. You go ahead and roll damage.
Okay. I scrolled down to my sheet too soon. Now where we're at. So my damage for those is 1 dice minus 1. Hey! Rolled a 6. So that's 5.
Okay. 5 damage right to the eye visor.
Right to the
So
eyeballs. Oh.
Well, I mean, if anything, it'll crack up the visor. It doesn't have. It might not penetrate, but it should at least disrupt it.
Yeah.
You hit a weak point in the design after Barrier had destroyed their shields. So yes, you can see the glass that your glass projectiles shatter. They shatter, but also the whatever material it is in front of the person's eyeballs is also shattered. And from where you are, you can tell their eyes are closed. You can't exactly make out the damage, but they're obviously you've compromised the suit's visual aid system.
As a bonus action, I want a high five Barrier.
All right, high five. You both get +2. No,
Flip +2 to friendship.
Yeah, your Barrier approves. The suited figure's flight becomes very erratic. They start going in loop-de-loops and odd angles. They've obviously lost control for some reason. Is it because the suit's malfunctioning, or is it just because they can't? Their eyes are shut and they can't control themselves while they can't see? You don't know, but they've been disrupted in some way.
Okay. Since the suit is blinded, can Lorelei shoot over there as a raven and land on the suit, but then immediately turn into a bear and try and drown them?
Oh
yes,
my God,
it can certainly do that. Holy cow!
Bear hug.
We're gonna have to work out rules for death from above with your bear form.
Yeah, I hadn't realized this bear was going to be quite such a sort of drop bear scenario, but this is
very drop, even in
Drop bear.
the sky.
I mean, you put it over an open ocean, it just needs to fall in the
that's
sea.
absolutely fair. That is great.
I'm not 100% sure what to roll.
I don't know that you really. Well, let's
roll bear hug.
Do a dexterity roll, because they're flying fast and erratically. Let's see if you're able to actually get your raven to land on them.
Yeah, exactly. So the raven is going to roll the dexterity roll. 6. Oof, that was close, but she just passed. So dexterity is 14, and I rolled a 13. Oof.
Okay.
The raven's very dexterous.
You're as you fly in as a raven, you're it's close, but you're able to get one of your talons hooked onto some piece of metal on the suit's shoulder, and you get a good grip on it. So you're there.
Okay.
And you turn into a bear.
The bear has a brawling skill, so maybe.
I mean, once you become a bear.
Yeah, so gravity is going to do this, right?
Exactly. All the bear really has to do is hold on.
Yeah. Okay. The bear weighs 800 pounds.
I foolishly did not work out the numbers for how much weight the suit can actually lift off the ground. I didn't see that coming.
Also,
now you'll know.
He wouldn't. He's not in full control of the suit.
That is also true. Yeah.
All right. And he wouldn't necessarily expect that this raven that he can't see because his suit's all blinded was going to turn into a bear on his head. So
nobody expects a drop bear in the middle of the ocean.
Nobody expects a drop bear, especially not an 800-pound grizzly one. Yeah.
Yes, the best kind of bear.
Grizzly bears can swim, by the way.
They're great swimmers.
Just FYI, grizzly bears really can swim.
Yeah,
exactly.
They're great fishers. They love salmon.
Yep.
Salmon fishers have to be careful when they're fishing on the water, because grizzly bears will come up to them and steal their fish.
Yeah, consequently, I'm not concerned about the bear drowning.
Yeah.
Okay, so we have a figure wearing a super cool sci-fi suit that is an original concept by me, Their visor has been shattered by shatter, appropriately enough. And now a grizzly bear is on their back.
Like
So
you do.
I'm going to make, like you do, I'm going to make a little roll for them to see if they're, that's not a good, that's bad. That's bad. Okay, they do not have any control. The figure, which is still kind of being erratic, flying erratically, but the weight of the bear actually diminishes the erraticness and creates a general overarching downward trajectory. So the figure is going down with the bear on him. The pilot in the helicopter is saying, the enemy is going down. I guess your friend is a bear now, and
Mind your business.
Okay, I'm gonna bring us down close to the water. See if you can.
Can I see Astronova?
As he's bringing the helicopter down, make a perception roll. And the shatter and barrier can make perception rolls too.
Oh.
It's easy enough to just look out a
Success
window.
by 2.
Success by 2.
So
I love these
yeah,
dice.
so what I would like to do, if there's any kind of like flotation device on this helicopter, like an inflatable raft or like those seat cushions that can whatever, I want to grab whatever I can see within reach, and I'm going to teleport to Astronova.
Nice. Okay. Well, with a success by 2, I forgot to say there's a -2 because of the poor visibility of the storm. That would still you win on a tie though. So success by 2 you still won. You still did it.
Just
They have.
close.
I mean, it was specifically heading out for a water rescue, so they have those circular flotational devices, and the helicopter is equipped with a rope that can descend with a hook and a little gurney at the bottom for rescuing somebody out of the water. So you couldn't teleport with the little hook thing, I suppose.
No, but I could teleport with like a flotation device
with the floaty. Yeah, absolutely. Okay, so
because I'm thinking that way I can at least get arms around her and make sure she's not drowning.
Absolutely. You appear in the water right next to Astronova. She appears to be unconscious and injured. You can see, obviously, in the shoulder, she's taken a laser blast hit to the shoulder, and she's unconscious and she's starting to go under. This is a storm, so the waves are very hard and thrashing you both about. But it's easy enough for you to put the floaty on her.
Can I
How
use
strong
my
a swimmer are you?
medicine to just quickly make sure she's stable?
Well, first of all, do you have any swimming skills?
Nope.
Okay. What would be a generic skill for swimming?
I mean, there must be one.
There must be one, yeah.
This is the part of the stream/podcast where we look stuff up. It's very, very cool. Here you go.
Not a real TTRPG if you don't spend some time.
The swimming skill is HT easy.
Okay, good. So it's your health, it's your HT skill, and easy.
It's your THC skill. Just freaking relax.
Just
do you have any encumbrance? Oh, hang on. Life saving, so there's a specific thing for a life saving technique, which is swimming -5. Or if you're encumbered, there's some encumbrance things.
I didn't think I'm encumbered. I mean, I didn't bring Captain Snugglefoot with me or anything.
No, and you've just bought a life ring, which logically should make swimming easier rather than harder. So yeah, HT easy.
So what does that mean?
So that means there's no plus to your skill level. Let's see. I think easy is just a flat health roll at this level.
I think so. I don't have the skill
Okay,
table.
well, HT. It's HT, right? My
Yes.
HT is
Yeah. There's your help.
and I rolled a 6.
And what is your HT?
10.
Okay.
Cool.
So you've succeeded at swimming.
Not
And
drowning.
Not
You
drowning.
can
Yes.
swim. You
Success.
discovered by throwing yourself into the ocean that you can actually swim. This is a good moment to learn this, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't think you can do any kind of first aid right now because you're struggling to keep yourself afloat, and you're in the water and in the ocean. This isn't.
I'm at least keeping her head above water. And,
Sure.
And waiting
And the
for the little hook.
And the flotation device helps with that.
Yeah.
Okay, so when the pilot brings the helicopter over you and pretty close, and he starts operating the crane, so the gurney starts slowly descending down towards you. Meanwhile, the 800-pound bear, Lorelei, the person you're riding on is are you just going to ride them all the way down into the ocean? Because that's the trajectory they're on.
I mean, I think so. Like, my intention is to waterlog him.
Okay.
There are holes in his mask.
Yeah.
Well,
I mean, they're not seeming like they're a good guy right now. So
that's absolutely fair. Splash! They crash, and you crash into the ocean. As
cool.
you,
do they seem to continue sinking, or what happens to them?
They sink for a moment, but before we get to them, let's have you also make a swimming check.
Oh, I didn't give the bear a swimming skill. Oh, but I rolled an 8, and the bear has HT of 13.
Okay, easy peasy. You're doing the doggy paddle in the middle of the ocean, no problemo.
Yeah, maybe my back feet are still on the dude.
I think the dude, the figure in the suit sinks into the ocean for a bit, and then suddenly the person goes just kind of rigid with their arms straight by their sides, their legs kick out straight, their head is up straight. The rockets fire, and it goes perfectly straight up, and then in a perfect line back away from you. It would appear that some kind of automated pilot is kicked in to bring the suit home.
Okay. I'm going to turn...
Make a perception roll, please.
Oh. How perceptive is this bear? Oh, not perceptive enough. I failed by 2.
Failed by 2. So that's where you are.
Okay. I guess I'm going to turn back into a sort of do the thing like they do in World of Warcraft where druids change their form. So as you sort of jump out of the water, you turn into a raven.
All right. So as the gurney gets to the water, and I'm sure Sunny is helping Astronova into the rescue gurney, a very wet raven flies into the helicopter.
Yeah. I shake my feathers all over everyone.
We're like, no.
Well, barrier can put up a barrier and keep himself perfectly dry. A few minutes later, the gurney is retracted, and Sunny and Astronova are inside the helicopter. Astronova is unconscious. Has there's one laser blast in the shoulder. There's 2 others in the torso. She's pretty badly damaged by these laser bolts. She's wearing a kind of backpack that you can tell has some stuff in it that's clunking around and is kind of heavy. You hadn't noticed when she was under the water.
I'd probably take that off so that we can lay her down flat.
And while it's off, I will look through it.
Okay. The helicopter pilot is set a course back for home, so you're heading back home.
And I do want to use that esoteric medicine on her if I can.
Yeah, I was going to say we need some first aid.
Okay. So first of all, Shatter, you open the backpack, and it's full of what you would by now recognize as spaceship parts. But these parts don't have the scarring that they usually do after crashing to the planet. They're in pristine condition for the most part.
Idea, guys. Let's tell her that that when we pulled her out of the water, she didn't have a backpack, and we'll hide these. Are we up for some subterfuge?
How heavy is this backpack?
It's pretty heavy. Let's say 50 pounds.
Okay.
I look for somewhere at the back of the helicopter, like under the seat or something, to stow it.
Okay, that should be easy enough to do. It's designed to carry all kinds of equipment and gear and stuff. So, go ahead, Sunny, and make your esoteric medicine check, please.
Oh, that's me. Yes.
I think you're the only one of us that has any kind of medical skill at all.
So can I re-roll?
No.
No.
Why would you?
She just killed her.
I rolled a 6, a 5, and a 4.
Oh.
So close to a critical.
What's your skill?
Perception plus 3, so 14.
And you rolled a 15.
Yes.
Okay, well, you apply.
Hey, I'm wet and cold. Okay.
Absolutely, these are not ideal conditions. You apply what you think are the appropriate medicines, but she remains unconscious. The helicopter.
Live Astro.
The helicopter eventually gets back to base. You weren't very far from it, so it only takes a couple minutes, and lands on the...
I think as soon as the helicopter lands, we're like, should we have put a space blanket or something on there? Should we have done something about the...
Look, I stole from her. I don't know what else you want.
As we're getting out of the helicopter, one of us like dislodges the first aid kit and like knocks it on the floor. We're like, oh shit, yeah.
Wrap her in the baked potato foil.
Well,
so the capybara poop wasn't good.
Didn't help.
Boy, you really want to find a use for that, don't you?
She's got so much of it.
Yes.
When the helicopter lands, waiting for you, they were alerted ahead of time. Our 2 medics waiting for you on the deck. Well, actually, let's say 3. So 2 of them, pick up the gurney and start carrying it, while another guy is giving medical aid to her as they go running off. And Commander Zhao is out there holding an umbrella. And she looks at them, taking her away, and then she runs over to you guys. The helicopter pilot turns off the rotor blades and everything else, and he leaves so you guys have some privacy. And she says, "What happened?"
There was a guy in a suit, man of iron and swords.
Another superpowered person?
Well, he's got a superpowered suit. I don't know how superpowered they are.
And
I don't know it was a man. It could be anyone. I don't know who they were.
That's true.
A humanoid creature.
A humanoid is a humanoid.
Armored individual.
An armored individual. But barrier.
You check out the selfie I took with him.
Oh boy.
So the order of events were that Barrier knocked out his shield, which was great, because then I hit him in the eyes with some glass. And then Lorelei became a raven, like you do, flew out there, and then latched onto him as a huge bear and dropped him into the ocean, like you do. I mean, it was pretty seamless. I don't know what happened to him after the fact, but we picked up Nova, and
I teleported into the water and got her hooked up to the gurney, and we got her.
It looked like his suit had like a homing, like go home function when he was knocked out.
Yeah, and she was wearing a backpack full of spaceship parts that are now stowed in this helicopter. She does not, as far as, she's unconscious, but our story is that when she was in the ocean, it fell off of her.
But it didn't. We have it.
Excellent. Yeah, no, I got that part.
It was weird. The only place I could put it was the place where the first aid kit was, so I just threw that out the window, not even thinking like, oh wait, we could have used that.
You might need this.
Okay, I'm not a healer.
Well, terrific.
Apparently, I'm not either.
As you guys are just finishing that part of the conversation, hold on, where did I put that? My notes got notes.
Notes.
Okay, well,
Enter the chat.
The no. Oh wow. Here we go.
Todd,
Okay,
Todd
as you're saying all that, Spectral Knight, who is another member of Team Bravo, aka Team Justice, so the door that leads into the helicopter to take you down into the sub water parts of the building, whatever, to take you down. The doors are closed, and Spectral Knight just phases through them like a ghost would walk through a wall, and he comes out to you guys.
Oh, Jesus!
He says, "What happened to Astronova?"
I'm not muted anymore. So I
just saw them taking her to medical. She's my teammate. What's going on? What happened?
I was texting with her, and she texted back. Well, here she said SOS, can't talk right now. I'm under attack, and she sent me her location. So we went and helped her, and she was in the water, and we had to save her. And there was this crazy dude that was shooting lasers at us.
We saved
it's
your
okay,
teammate.
buddy. We got your teammate. It's fine.
We saved your teammate. It's cool.
Yeah.
You're welcome.
She's going to be okay.
He looks at Commander Zhao and says, "If someone on my team needs help, call me.
Well,
why didn't you call Team Justice?"
She was texting me.
Okay, but you told Commander Zhao, right? And then Zhao, you should have told us. Team Justice should have made the save.
Yeah, we were already on our way there.
Yeah, we just hopped on it, buddy. We just hopped on it.
We're heroes. That's what we do.
Commander
It was
Zhao,
urgent, and she was texting me. She's my bestie.
Yeah.
Commander Zhao says, "I gave them the order to go pull her out of the water. They were ready. They were already in contact with her. They had her location on she had shared her phone signal with them.
You see,
and so that was.
You see, what's your name? Shadow Knight?
Spectral Knight.
Spectral Knight. You see, Mr. Knight, if you stay ready, you don't have to get ready. Boom.
And
Why are you mad at us anyway? We just saved her. We just saved your friend.
First of all, he gives Shatter a real dirty look, and then he says,
"Hey,
I'm not mad at you. I'm mad at Commander Zhao. Somebody on my team needed help, and she went to other people. Commander Zhao, come to me, okay? If my team needs help, come to me. Don't come to these guys."
Again.
And she just...
Or anymore, because we already did it that one time. That it worked. You're welcome.
Lorelei turns into a wolf and starts snarling at him.
Oh, wow. He looks at you all.
Full extent of her social skills.
He looks at Barrier and he says, "You better get the rest of your team on board with what we're all doing." And he indicates you guys with superpowers, and specifically you can tell he's leaving Zhao out of it, because we need to be on the same page. You got it?
Sounds like we were on the same page because we were there to help your teammate and we got it taken care of. And you're the one who seems to be making it an us versus you thing. So I don't know that I'm the one who needs to do anything.
It's not us and me. It's not you and me. It's us and her.
Yeah, but why wasn't she texting? Why wasn't she texting you? Why is she texting Sunny?
I have no idea why she's texting Sunny. Why were you texting with her?
No, they're friends. I'm saying, why is she not friends with you?
See, look at all these memes that I send her all the time.
It's a lot of memes.
And you have all the memes that you sent her while she was non-responsive. It's just you sending her text after text after text after text. He looks at this. He says, "This doesn't look like your friends. This looks like you are harassing her by sending her a dozen text messages that she never responded to until she was under attack."
Well, then why would she have told me when she was under attack if we weren't friends?
Probably because she was under attack, and when she sent a text, it defaulted to the last person who texted her, which was you, 12 times.
Not everybody gets
'cause we're
comedy.
best
It's okay.
friends.
Oh,
It's called pebbling.
Yes.
True.
Penguins do it.
What?
penguins. Don't you dare turn into a penguin, he says to Lorelai.
She growls.
Fine, whatever. I have to go be with my teammate and make sure that she's okay.
While he's talking, Captain Snugglefoot poops on his shoe.
But the poop just falls right through it because
Aw.
his shoe is non-corporeal at this time. He says, "I'm out of here," and he storms off.
Were you
And
ever
you
really
notice-
here at all?
As the rain hits him, it doesn't land on him. The rain just falls right through him. He's actually bone dry as he's walking through the snow.
Yeah, so am I.
Funny.
He'd be terrible in bed.
Wow.
Sunny, Sunny, maybe you should go and hang out in there as well, since you're friends. And that way we can make sure he doesn't mess with her at all.
Okay. So I go off and go to med bay.
All right.
I really don't like any of the super people here.
I don't. Except
Like,
for
they're
us.
just-
I like
Oh
us.
yeah, obviously, present company excluded. But like, what an asshole!
Yeah. They're all just bags of dicks.
While you guys are having that conversation, Commander Zhao has taken out some kind of a notepad and she's writing something in pencil, and she's nodding to everything you guys are saying. And then she slips Shatter the note that she just wrote, and it says, "Can you secretly get the bag of things to Jemison Blainsworth for study?"
I crumple it up and eat it. I don't have to. I just think it looks cool.
Wow. Okay.
I'm trying to
She
decide
watches
if-
that with her eyes. Her eyes get real big.
Barrier's trying to decide if it's like really cool or just overkill. He's not quite sure.
It's
He
better.
hasn't made up his mind yet.
Why not both?
And then she nods at you, and she turns and heads to the elevator, leaving you guys out here on your own.
So,
she trusts this guy. Do we trust this guy? The guy with the
Jemison?
yeah.
I think last time we decided we could trust him.
Okay.
He's the science guy, yeah? We decided that the
Yeah,
science
he's the
guy
tech
was
guy.
alright.
We like
yeah,
He's,
yeah,
he's
we,
like Q.
Yeah.
yeah, we had a good nose round his lab. I had a good nose round his lab in cat form, and it all seemed, legit.
I'd like the three of you, not Sunny, but the three of you who are still up on the pad to make perception rolls, please.
Success by 2.
Success
I'm sorry,
by
4.
7.
Success by 4.
Okay.
Success by
Well,
7.
Raven sees it.
all of you see it. You all succeeded, but Raven sees it very clearly as Commander Zhao gets into the helicopter. Not helicopter. As she gets into the elevator, there is suddenly appearing is footprints of wet, watery footprints, and then standing next to her in the elevator is like this little puddle of water slowly accumulating on the floor, and then the elevator doors close.
A
sure
friend
that's
was
fine.
listening. What was his name?
Fitz Braithwaite. I don't know.
Fletcher Davenport.
Fletcher
There you
Davenport.
Fletcher Davenport. There you go. Oh, friend was there. Did you think? Did we say about the contents of the bag out loud?
No, it was in a note, and I ate it. I'm the only one who knows what she asked about.
Well,
But
but
Oh.
we tell her about. We told her out loud, didn't we?
Well,
about
okay,
the
so
bag?
she has an umbrella, and it's raining. We would have noticed if an invisible person was there, and there was rain glistening on them.
would we?
I mean, would we? back?
I think I would have.
Should we go follow her, make sure she's okay?
You guys follow her. I'm going to go back to my room and get one of those cool large IKEA bags. Go back to the helicopter and get the other bag. And bring it back to the room. And then we'll meet back up at the room in a half hour.
I don't think we should leave the helicopter with the stuff in it unguarded. So maybe Lorelei turns herself into the Raven and like tucks into a corner somewhere.
Okay.
Okay.
And then so it leaves Barrier to
or
follow
turns into
Yell.
the cat.
Yeah, so I'll go up to. I mean, I'll have watched the. Is there a little elevator thing that tells me what floor she got off on?
Sure, yeah. She got off on like the second floor down, the command deck.
Okay, so I'm gonna go to the command deck and just make sure she's okay.
All right. And Raven is in the helicopter as a Raven.
Yeah, I think well, probably as a cat actually, that might be a bit easier. Because cats are much better at getting themselves into stupid spaces, are they not?
They are a liquid. They are a liquid.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so she's just gonna like push herself into a corner, like either next to or behind the bag, somewhere that she can tell whether anything is disturbed or not.
All right, that's where you are. And Shatter is going to your quarters to get a big
To get a little folded up tote. Like you fold up a little tote.
An IKEA tote.
Yes.
All right. Oh, let's see. Let's start with Barrier. When you get out on the command deck, you see Commander Zhao as she just got off like a minute before you, and Spectral Knight is talking to her again, and she's saying something like, You have to stay out of the medic's way. There's not room for everybody. You know, they have to do their work. You just have to trust them to do their work. And he's like, well, they let Sunny in. Why can't I be in? And she's like, I don't know. Ask them. Ask the doctors. I'm not in charge of that. And he's making a big stink. You notice the little puddle. It's not as pronounced anymore. He's drying off, but you can see the watery footprints are not following her, but they go off to the side, and it looks like end in one of the chairs by some console there on the command deck.
I am going to go over, and I am going to lean on the chair.
Okay. No response initially.
How's it going, buddy?
And he says, oh, I didn't know you saw me here. It's going really well.
I pointed at the water.
Damn it.
I've
been invisible for a while now, and I'm still not used to that. Jeez. Footprints. I gotta remember footprints.
What you doing?
Well, I'm keeping an eye on, and he's talking very quietly, obviously. He says, I'm keeping an eye on Commander Zhao. I can't tell you everything because you're not fully on board with the inner circle, but we have plans regarding the leadership of this place.
Can't give me a little hint onto what's going on?
If you get the rest of your team to come to this Thursday's meeting and fully commit yourself to the philosophy of power, then maybe so, but...
You keep saying fully commit. What is that? What it like? I feel like this, like it's a meeting. We say, yay, this sounds like a cool concept to be following. Like, what is this fully commit thing?
You have to make a pledge. You have to make a promise, a commitment to join the team, and then you have to let them stick a microchip in you.
Oh, well, that's special.
Yes.
Do they have is this some sort of legal contract that I can look at? Since
as one lawyer to another, I can tell you there's nothing legal about what they're doing at all. This is a new world we're creating. The old rules don't apply anymore, or at least they won't very soon.
Very good. That's exciting. I'm glad you're letting me know. All right, when's this meeting again?
Thursday.
Thursday. All
Same
right.
time as the last one.
I'll try and get my team over there. I mean, I'm pretty sure they'll be down. Pretty sure they'll be down.
I hope so. All right. Fade to Sunny in the medical room, where there's a whole bunch of commotion around the around Astronova, who's on the gurney. They've opened her up. They're operating on her. It looks like they're trying to repair some internal bleeding. You think you heard something like that, and you have some medical experience.
Mm-hmm.
So you're able to tell that's what they're attempting to do. They're trying to clean up some internal bleeding, and she is, I mean, she was already unconscious, but now they've given her some, the good drugs, so she's under anesthetic. It looks like this is going to be a while. Do you want to stay there? They kicked out Spectral Knight, but you had gotten there first, and you have medical
And I have
training, so they
medical.
let you.
Yeah.
Yeah, so they let you
I'm
stay.
gonna stay, but I'm not like getting involved. I'm just kind of basically watching over everything.
Okay.
'Cause I'm still not exactly sure what she was up to, who we're able to trust, who we can't. So I'm just kind of watching.
All right. So at this moment, two things happen. Shatter, you are in your room getting your tote, and at the same time that you're in the room getting the tote, Lorelei, you, you. Okay, I know the name. I'm just building suspense. Hold on just a moment. Okay, you notice the storm is still raging, but in the area between the elevator and the helicopter, the rain stops falling here. It's as if the rain falls down towards it and then just kind of goes off to the side. And it's windy. There's this tunnel of wind between the elevator and the helicopter that's blowing the rain out of the way and making it not get wet. And then you see Vortex Valor, a man as his real name is Victor Allen. He is also on Team Bravo, aka Team Justice, just like Astronova and Spectral Knight. And you remember he has the power to control wind and air currents. And as he gets out of the helicopter, out of the elevator, he starts walking towards the helicopter.
Okay. I think she's probably going to take a stealth approach. Like, I don't think she's going to... Like, if he takes the bag or whatever, I think she's more she's on her own, so she doesn't want to get into combat or anything. So, the cat has a stealth skill, so I think she's just going to try and hide herself, like, super real good.
Okay, roll your stealth. He's going to roll perception.
I rolled an 8. Her stealth is a 15, so she succeeded by loads, by 7.
Yeah, okay. He rolled a 14. He failed, so you are, as cats do, you are completely hidden.
She's just vanished.
You're in some nook or cranny that nobody would think a full-sized animal could possibly fit in.
Yeah, and she's only got her eyes open like a tiny little slit, so she can see almost perfectly, but you can't, you won't see her eyes or whatever.
Fair enough. He's going to do a perception check to search the helicopter, and he failed that too. Actually, he probably should only have done one for both, but it doesn't even matter.
He falls over the helicopter. Like, oh shit, the helicopter.
He's bad at seeing, I guess. He gets into the helicopter and he looks around, but like he doesn't actually open anything up or anything. He just kind of looks all around. And he's like, oh.
And there isn't like a big neon sign or like one of those like chests in God of War that has like a big thing over the top of it that's like, yeah, this is where all the stash is hidden.
Yeah, he's like, I'm holding Alt, but nothing's lighting up. So I guess
nothing's lighting up. Yeah, yeah.
And so he searches for a minute and then he turns and he leaves. And I think like a minute or two later, the elevator opens up and Shatter is here, and you can go over and talk to Lorelei and get the thingamajig.
All right, so
I pop back. I pop back into human form in the helicopter somewhere that there is enough
Ah!
space for me to do so.
Oh my gosh!
Hi, Vortex was here,
Oh.
but he really sucks at searching. Like, really fucking sucks
What's
at searching.
with
Like, he didn't even fucking, like, he got into the helicopter and he kind of went, oh, it's not here, and like, but they know she had something with her.
Well, once again, this sticks to my theory. Everybody in Team Justice is bad in bed. He can't find anything. The other guy doesn't have any physicalness. So I go and find the backpack and then just put it inside the IKEA bag.
Did you bring some dirty laundry or something to hide it under?
No, it's just I think this will be enough. I mean,
It's so funny you say that because I literally use an IKEA bag as a dirty laundry bag.
Yeah, that's how we do sheets and towels.
I did when I was at college. Yeah.
Yeah.
They are very handy.
Yeah.
A distressingly long time ago now. Let's not talk about it.
I know. All right, well, let's get back because I obviously know about there was something here, so.
Yeah, let me sneak ahead in my cat form. So we agree kind of which route you're going to take.
Okay.
And I maybe go down, like, so when, like, I try and run ahead a little bit as the cat to try and just, so I can double back and warn if it looks like there's I don't know, like an ambush or something. If anything looks off.
Gotcha.
If anything looks a bit off.
Okay.
Yeah.
And yeah, so I indicate the way that we're going down to Jameson.
All right, and so with Lorelei going ahead in cat form, you get to Jameson's office first. And as you walk in, you don't see him in the main area, but with your, I'm not going to make you roll for it. Cats are good at hearing and stuff.
Yeah, she has super good hearing.
You hear him talking with somebody in his bedroom, the same room that you found his religious book when you were snooping around earlier.
I go and try and get as close as I can to hear what's being said.
Okay, he's talking to a lady. It's a woman's voice, and she says, hold on, let me check one thing real quick first. Yeah, okay. She says, I would fix it myself, but I don't think it's going to get back to Tanalor in the condition it's in. Look, the visor's all busted up. I can't see anything. And he says, you can use all the tools here in my lab, but you're way above me in tech and technology and everything. I'm still learning from you. So, I don't know how much help I can be with all this, Miss Walker, but feel free to use my equipment, and we have to be quiet,
Okay, she's gonna because she wasn't that far ahead of Shatter. So I think if she's gonna hear that much, she's gonna turn tail and sneak back out again. And run into Shatter and run around her a couple of times in the corridor and then run off in the opposite direction.
Oh, I follow.
Back towards the wherever our house, our rooms are. So she's just gonna be nope, nope, turn.
Okay, understood. And so I follow back to the room, or to the suite of rooms.
All right. As you guys get back to the room, I want to ask, did barriers stay on the command deck? Or after talking to your invisible friend? Okay.
No, I'm just standing there. Now, if I catch Zhao's eye, I'm going to do one of these, where you're looking off to the side to
Look up here. Look up here.
Are you trying to indicate the invisible guy is in the chair? Is that it? Okay. She notices you and sees your motion, and she just gives a very subtle nod and goes back to what she was doing. She acknowledges you and seems to get it.
I'm afraid to leave her by herself. Who else is on this level?
This is the main operation room. Think of the control room in NASA, right? There's a bunch of techs. There's a bunch of people, science nerds, officers, soldiers. It's a very busy, very high traffic area. There's one guy off in the corner who's playing Galaga, and nobody even notices because there's so much going on. So,
all right, so he's going to say, "All right, Fletcher, I'll catch you later," and he's going to walk to the lifts, and he's going to say, "Hey, let us know when you can about how Astronova's doing. All right?" He says that to Zal, and waits for a response as he kind of backs into the.
Zal says, "Absolutely, we'll be the first to know."
And then, of course, I zip back to our rooms, assuming that's where everybody is gathered.
Okay. And Sonny, I think the medical stuff is still happening, so I think you're probably still in that in the medical room. But so the three of you all meet back in Shatter's quarters at this time.
So I obviously pop back into human form once we get through the door, and I say to the others, does Barrier arrive kind of at the same, like it's all kind of at the same time we arrive?
I think.
Do we do the crash that they do in Clue when they're running down the stairs?
So we get in, and we have a quick look round to make sure there's, we're not being observed. And I'm like, so the scientist guy was talking to a Miss Walker, and she made the suit. He's learning stuff from her. They were having a conversation. He was in his like private room. She's that woman from Tanalor, right? I mean, I would know this because Lorelei's the one that's from Tanalor. Like, I would know that because that's the rich woman.
This is public knowledge. Beverly Walker was a tech genius before the event, before the alien ship exploded and people got superpowers back in the before times. And she was super into cyber technology and trying to enhance people. But there was some controversy, and she basically disappeared from public sight and hasn't really been seen publicly since then. So not since the spaceship and superpowers happened.
Yeah, he was talking. It sounded like he was talking to Beverly Walker. But she was saying that the suit might not make it back to Tanalor because the visor had been smashed in. Like, definitely. I don't know what angle in this game he's running.
Okay, so
why don't we? Go ahead.
Are we sure that there was a person in the suit, or is it like a robot?
I couldn't tell from the conversation.
You want to just go down there and like confront them?
I don't know. I didn't know what to do, so that's why we've still got the stuff. The stuff's still here.
We can.
She gestures to the bag on the floor.
Yeah, I can put like some feminine hygiene products on it. No one will dig in there.
Cover it in tampons. Nobody will go in there.
Yeah, cover it in tampons. None of these jerks will go in there.
I'm rolling versus willpower.
Oh boy. Did you make it?
I'm fine, but I'm a little queasy by the whole idea.
Oh, okay.
You're queasy
like
about it.
Lorelai and Chatter give you like this.
Like, come on,
really
man.
Fucking like, what the fuck, dude?
Come on, guy. All right.
Okay.
So,
should we?
Yeah, let's go. Let's figure out what's going on. I thought Jameson was cool.
Are we confronting him, or are we telling Zhao? Like, what?
I thought
Zhao. Okay, so Zhao is in. I think Zhao's in a lot of danger right now. Honestly, we're in a lot of danger right now because Fletcher is following them for the inner circle of those freaks, and and there's going to be a power shift soon, and I'm really afraid that something bad's going to happen to her. And I don't think it's going to be too big of a leap to figure out that we're not on board. They want us to all be at the meeting on Thursday, and they're going to microchip us, and I'm not okay with this. Like, we're going to have to make some big decisions pretty darn fast. So my feeling is if we're stuck in some sort of weird war between people with powers and wannabes with technology, we need to figure this out.
I mean, I don't think Miss Walker is powered. I mean, maybe she's trying to be. Maybe that's why she wanted because her suit obviously wanted the parts from Astro and Nova, these ship parts. She gestures to the bag on the floor. Maybe she's trying to become powered?
Well, or I mean, like I said, the whole thing is this idea that superpower people are superior, and they look very much down upon non-powered people who try and enhance themselves with technology. So I'm afraid that we're kind of finding our little like spot in between, and we're gonna have to pick a side pretty darn quick.
Yeah, I just don't know where. It's difficult to know who's on. Like, I don't know what side the scientist is on. Like, does he think everybody should become powered and therefore become superior? Does he want to become powered to stop the people who think they're superior? Like, we don't understand anybody's motivations here. We don't know what drives them. We don't know what they're trying to do.
So here's my take on it. I say we go down and we just confront Jameson and say, listen, we know what you're up to. And we don't totally disagree. Let's work together. Because if we get microchipped, they're going to find out pretty soon that we're not down with that cause.
I'm not down with it. I'm a cat. I don't want to be microchipped. Thanks very much.
Yeah. No, I mean, I feel like our time is. We're going to have to. Our subterfuge in this layer with the rest of these soups is running out.
So I'm thinking this is a kind of enemy of my enemy situation.
It might be, or it might just be that they've caught on to what's going on and they're trying to prevent it too.
Yeah.
Like I don't know if they're just trying to counteract the bad or if they're another faction of bad. But you said she was down there right now. I say we go down and confront them.
They were talking. I didn't gather. Did I gather whether she was physically in the room or whether they were some kind of like telecommunication?
It sounded to you like there were two people physically in the room. That she was there.
That she was physically there. Okay. All right. Fine. Let's go. I think we should leave the ship parts here, though.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Are we concerned about
under the pilot
Sunny's safety? And do we need to get Sunny
always
with us?
I don't want to miss Walker.
I think she's probably okay with the medical team because she's doing medical stuff with the medical team.
Is Sunny okay being with the medical team? Okay. I feel bad. I felt like we banished you. We didn't mean to.
I'm sick. I'm just sitting here. You go.
All right. To the science lab.
You guys make it to the science lab without any incidents, and as you approach, the door is now locked when you get there.
Boom, boom, boom. It's Jameson Blainsworth, right?
That's right.
Boom, boom, boom. Blainsworth, open up.
Yep. Just one moment. I gotta put on pants. Hold on.
It's not the middle of the working day. Like,
is Ms. Walker decent too?
What?
Boom, 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 boom.
What? I don't. I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah, you do.
Hold on,
Jameson.
Hold on. I'll be right there. Okay. And a moment later, the door opens, and he's standing there, and he's fully dressed. FYI. He's got his little science suit on, which is actually now covered with smears of what looks like grease, as if he was working on something mechanical. But he does that thing where the door is open, but he's got his arm like against it, so he's kind of like blocking it.
I brushed right underneath it.
Yeah, we just walk right through.
Walk right underneath it.
So Yeah, Lorelei was in, like, just pops into cat form and shoots underneath.
Yeah, we're in the room.
Okay.
We're in the room.
And
Okay.
I put my arm around his shoulders and kind of start walking him with us. And I'm like, come on, buddy, we got some talking to do.
Are you
Hey.
gonna lock the door behind you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. As you do that, the armored suit that you had fought in the air earlier steps out of his private room and holds up a laser gun strapped to that comes out of the wrist or whatever. So anyway, he points a weapon at you. The visor is still smashed, and you can see a lady's face inside the helmet. And she says, "Don't hurt him."
We're not gonna hurt him. Power yourself down.
Ms. Walker, I presume.
Dun dun dun.
He looks.
He
at
actually
him.
says dun dun dun. Just
Oh, you said that out loud. Okay. Well, that's great. She looks at him, at Jemison, and she says, "Well, coming here to repair my suit was a great idea. I managed to be here all of 5 minutes before the superpowered people discovered me. Great.
Like,
I'm glad
Lorelei
I trusted you."
pops back up into human form and says, "We're the nice ones.
She's
Promise.
still got her laser gun out, trained on y'all. And she
I
says,
promise we're against the, like, mad fucking fascist superheroes, right? We're on the other side of the fence. I
Yeah.
promise."
"Do you trust these guys, Jemison?" And he says, "Yeah, I think I do. Until this very moment, they've been very nice."
I give
know
him a
Commander's
noogie. We're still being nice.
We're so nice. I'm sorry about your visor, ma'am. But you
He says, "Commander Zhao trusts them. She brought them on specifically because she was worried about everything, everything that's going on."
And
so
so
she
hearing
does.
that, oh, go ahead.
She lowers her weapon.
And hearing that, and I said, yeah, and there's going to be some real problems real soon, so we need to figure out who's on what side and come up with a plan because I'm a little worried that Zhao's in trouble.
Hmm.
Well, you have to...
She takes the helmet off, and now you can see her full face. She was famous enough before she went into hiding and became a recluse that you know what she looked like 10 years ago. And now, I mean, she's 10 years older, but also her face has all kinds of little cybernetic implants all over the place. Not unlike how 7 of 9 had the Borg thing around her eye, but this lady's got a whole bunch of them all over her face, and it looks like, I mean, she's still wearing the suit, but it looks like down her neck and probably everywhere else you would have to guess.
It's a choice.
Is this suit do you have to live in this suit? I'm sorry, I broke your suit.
I don't have to live in the suit.
Okay.
The suit is a tool. It's like an automobile or a tank. It's a vessel that I get in and operate to accomplish a goal.
Lorelei kind of goes up and pokes it and is like, "Not bear proof though, is it?"
Well, it was never designed to carry a bear. That's what you're asking.
I bet it will be after this.
Were you after the package that what's her name?
Supernova.
Astronova?
I wanted to say AstraZeneca, and I was like, no, that's a pharmaceutical company. Were you after the package that she was carrying, Astronova?
I was. I ran into her on the alien spaceship, or the remains of the alien spaceship up in space. This suit can fly up into space, and I was harvesting components. And then she was there, and she was harvesting components as well. And I thought that was odd because she's got superpowers. What does she even need these for? But we fought in space, and I let her think that she had beaten me, and then I followed her down here. I got a couple good shots on her, and she went in the water, and I was getting ready to go down and try to take the artifacts that she had recovered from the spacecraft when all of a sudden a helicopter appeared and started shooting at me. So you know the rest, I think.
Yeah, sorry about that. We didn't know. She's one of the, well, we suspect, we believe that she is not in league with the others.
Oh, that she has doubts at least.
Yeah.
What are you doing with the parts?
He looks at Jemison and he says, I think we can trust them. I think we can bring them in. And Jemison turns to you and says, Beverly Walker was my professor when I was learning science and technology and engineering and everything. We became good friends, and she has been my mentor my entire life. And so when she came to me 10 years ago and said she wanted to improve, to not wait around for evolution to make humanity better, she wanted to use cybernetics and technology to make humanity better right away. It pained me to turn her down. She offered to take me with her and go work on this project, but I said I wasn't interested. So then she went off, became a recluse, and has been working on cybernetics ever since then. Then the alien ship exploded, and people started getting superpowers, and the whole world changed. And now, all these years later, people with superpowers are running around thinking that they're better than those of us who don't have superpowers. And she contacted me again and said, now it's not a matter of using cybernetics to make humanity better than it was. Now it's about using cybernetics to keep us all equal. The people with superpowers are never going to respect non-powered people. It doesn't seem to me like there's any chance of that happening. And if we can use the technology that Miss Walker has developed and combine that with the alien technology that we have access to create technology that brings non-powered people up to the same level as the people who now have it naturally, sort of, then we can keep the peace. We can keep everybody on an even playing field. Commander Zhao still hopes that we can create a society that has rules and laws and everyone will obey them. And if somebody, whether they're a normal person or a superpowered person, breaks the law, then the good guys can come in and arrest them and put them on trial. I joined her initially because that was also my dream, but the longer I've been here and the more I've interacted with people who have powers, the more I think they're never going to follow rules and laws. The only way we're going to be able to keep everybody alive and safe and free is if we can give everybody the same powers they have. And Beverly Walker's cybernetics is the way to do it. So I'm working with her, and she says, and I have a large group of like-minded people in Tanalore that are working with me, and we're getting them equipped to deal with whatever it is that happens next.
While they're doing that, I walk over and find a little piece of notebook paper that he just kind of has there, and quickly jot down the words Fletcher check, and I hand it to Lorelei.
And Lorelei takes the note.
Fletcher check.
Yeah, because you're the only one who can.
Can't you smell him?
You can smell him as a wolf.
Oh yeah. I mean, because I've been around him, so I would know what he usually kind of smells like. Yeah.
You specifically went and smelled him 2 episodes ago or something, or 3. Anyway, you do not smell him in this room.
You do not smell Fletcher in this room.
You do not smell Fletcher in this room.
So I just imperceptibly shake my head.
All right. So I think this is all great and a great idea, but we're, at least myself, potentially Barrier, we're going to need something from you. We're going to need the ability to fly and shoot lasers out of our face. I don't. It
They
doesn't. It
will-
doesn't have to look good. It doesn't have to do anything else for me. I just need to be able to fly and shoot a laser from my eye region.
They both chuckle, and Mr. Blainsworth goes to a cabinet and opens it up, and he takes out it's a jetpack. It looks like, Rocket Man in jetpack, and he says, "It's not subtle, but it'll let a person fly."
You guys have Xavier protocols, right? Like you have like a dossier of every super on every team and how to defeat us. Like you've got that, right? Like that's a thing.
Because we're
He
gonna
says,
we're gonna
"No,
need to look at that.
No, have anything like that." And she says, "Yeah, we do. I
Yeah.
do."
Good.
somebody has it. Like, hey, I'm just curious. I'd like to know what you have on us. But we need to shut some people down real quick. Like, I love Fletcher. I'm sure he's a wonderful guy. I cannot be worried about him being in every room that I'm trying to have a conversation in. So, as far as I'm concerned, he's my top priority.
Yeah, you know it's
Just
easy
because-
to hide is a dead invisible person.
But okay, so if they've got
Jemison's eyes
Although
get
he
real
is
big.
microchipped.
Well, wait. When you say how neutralized do you want to make him? Do you want to make him dead?
my feeling is that until we
Probably
know
not.
what these microchips do, I am not real quick to kill anybody. Some of these people may just be misguided.
Oh, yeah. Do you know anything about? We've just found out about these microchips. Do you know anything about these microchips?
The microchips are bad news. They are tracking devices. They're monitoring devices. Once you get chipped, everything you see and say and hear and do is sent to, and I don't know where their command leadership is, but the philosophy of powers, brotherhood of leaders or monks or whatever the heck they are, can access that information and track you, and it's how they ensure loyalty.
Yeah, we're not doing that.
Okay with that. So what I'm thinking is I want to get Fletcher. I would like to depower Fletcher. I want to be able to get that chip out of him, or at the very least see if we can track where the signal's being sent to.
Jemison's eyes get real big, and he says, "Well, have I got good news for you?" And he runs over to a wall, and he pushes on a panel that doesn't look like it's anything, and then a secret wall opens up.
Ooh.
And inside is what looks like a an MRI, I think, the big circular thing that you go in. It's a machine that looks sort of like that, but bigger and heavier dutier. And he says, "I haven't been able to test this yet, but this machine, hypothetically, might be able to strip a person of their superpowers. All we have to do is somehow restrain them and keep them in the machine while it runs for 10 hours. And the energy that it shoots them with may neutralize their powers."
Well, do
It's
they have to be
obviously
they have to be alive to do this?
If they aren't alive, I'm not sure what the point would.
Yeah, exactly.
Because if after 10 hours suddenly he's visible, we know it works.
Yeah, well, I guess that's
I'm just
true.
throwing it out there, hypothetically.
Hypothetically, I don't know if killing him would cause him to become visible just on account of him being dead. So
You don't have something that can just neutralize temporarily somebody's powers?
he nods and points to the machine. Yes, this.
Well, that's not temporary. That's 10 hours of hoping the person doesn't escape
After the
or
10
get
hour
rescued.
After the 10-hour treatment, their powers will be neutralized for a period of time between forever and a minute. Or not at all,
good.
actually. It hasn't been
good.
tested. It's hard to
Okay.
test.
Was
I'm
somebody?
going to turn to Ms. Walker and go, okay, where's your visualization
Yeah.
device? Because
Yeah,
obviously,
Yeah. Your student
gets past the teacher.
hasn't quite got there yet. So he's still working on his thesis over here. Where's the postdoc at? Come on.
She looks at you and says, "This may not be what you want to hear, but my way of neutralizing their powers is to kill them."
Oh, high five,
you-
Walker.
High five.
When did you get so bloodthirsty?
I don't like that invisible guy.
Yeah, Lorelei's looking a little bit confused.
I just-
Are we not concerned that this fighting fire with fire approach is just gonna lead to like kaijus? Like, are we not concerned?
I mean, what's wrong with? I like kaijus. We like because then we get to make big robots to fight the kaijus.
Yeah, and then we have to make like even more enormous robots to fight the even more enormous kaijus.
Well,
and
what
then
what I don't want is the laser-eyed flying people to win. That's my goal. I just don't want them to be the apex predator on the planet.
Yeah, I suppose. I just I have questions about where this philosophical argument lands us up ultimately.
I'm open to other
I mean,
ideas.
Those guys are assholes, and we should definitely stop them for sure.
Here's another concern, and I don't know if anybody has a solution for it, but we're not going to be safe here for too much longer.
No,
It sounds like this stuff is going to go down very quickly, and we are going to need to relocate ourselves, Zhao, because I'm feeling like she needs to be like protected at this point, because I don't know how many other people know this much about these people and are going to be able to help us out. And I am happy to help Jameson here and Walker, but it would make me feel better if they had better things to help us with than an 8-hour MIR machine or death.
Also, we left that bag of space rocket parts. Like, there's some tampons in the room, so
Yeah.
Jamison goes, under what?
Yeah,
We
put
can't
on
say
some
it again
tampons,
or
it's fine.
Barry will get sick.
I rolled it. I'm still
Oh.
fine. It's all good.
So Barry, you're saying we got to get out of here. I say that's great, but we need to leave some sort of back door for ourselves to be able to get back in here, because this will become the fortress where we have to fight them.
Yes, and we also need to get Sunny.
Oh, sure, of course, yeah. No, we're not leaving Sunny.
Throughout all of
Honey,
this, you guys have been getting, like all these memes texted to you as I'm sitting.
At some point, he looks. He goes, "Oh, that's a good one."
You're taking selfies down next to like a passed out Astronova, like with the like, what's up? Hey,
Yeah.
besties.
As this conversation has started turning towards like we should be leaving now, Lorelei has texted you with like, "Hey, you should probably wrap up in there."
Okay. So,
All right. And we're about to wrap it up. So I think as Sunny gets that text message about you should wrap it up in there, Astronova comes to consciousness and she looks around and she sees Sunny.
She
and
sees me
says-
taking a selfie with her.
She sees you taking a selfie. And she says, "Where's my backpack?" And that's where we're going to end it this week.
Woo!
That was a lot of fun.
That was super
Yeah,
fun.
yeah.
Sorry about all the technical stuff at the beginning.
Yeah, sorry about
Yeah.
that.
It happens. It happens to all of us. Our theme music is Superhero by tabletopaudio.com. Go and subscribe to their Patreon and use their hundreds, if not thousands, of background ambient audios for your tabletop RPGs or just for fun. It's a pretty great site. Check the notes underneath. Everybody's socials are there. We try to stream at least once a month. And sometimes we do. And then sometimes we skip months. So we're doing the best we can. Thank you so much for listening and or watching. Or both. Bye, everybody.
Sayonara, jerks.